Okay, welcome, and now we're going to take a look at the third in our installment of color. First thing I want to say here is we're going to look at analogous colors, and those are the colors that are colors that are next to each other. For instance, these colors here, or these colors here, or these colors here are known as analogous colors. Now, analogous colors are great for trying to darken or intensify a color, okay? And so we're going to look at an exercise that I'd like you to try to really work on the analogous colors. If I take, let's say, let's try what we would call yellow, let's say going to kind of a red scale, or a red violet scale going, let's try something like that. So we take the yellow, okay, and we put that in here, okay, and then as we're painting with the yellow, okay, we add some orange here, and okay. So here we start from yellow, we go down into more of a red, okay, or we can take yellow again, okay, yellow again, and this time we can add some green, okay. You notice that it gets darker as we come down, or we could take on this side, let's say I'll do the analogous colors, and we'll start with a kind of a we'll go this way, I'm sorry, we'll go this way, okay. So we'll start with more of a violet, okay, and see if we can get this right here. Let's see here. Right into a blue, okay. That one is not as intense. I should add a little bit more red on the top here, a little bit, and kind of bring it, there we go, that's much better. And then start adding in more and more, and getting more blue in there, and then going for some, yeah, there we go, okay. So there you go there, and that is those are all analogous colors, okay. So again, we can use these colors then in order to darken or a color, or keep it, keeping it within the same family, because we've got the same colors there, okay. We're going here, we're keeping mostly to the yellows and the reds. Here we're going with the various greens, and then over here we're going with the various reds and going into the various violet colors, okay. So that's very important. So now we're coming into some interesting things. Now again, complements help to grayscale, and remember, there's all sorts of what we're going to eventually do in class is I'm going to make you do a whole color palette, all the various colors you can come up with just using those three colors. If we take an orange and a red, and then it's just a matter of the amount of value we put in there. And then if we put some blue in there, okay, notice we're starting to get more of a black. It's almost even. It's kind of a brownish color. If I put more blue in there, see, there's my dark. I get a very dark color, okay? Or I can bleed that and gray that out, and then what I get is a lighter color, okay? Lighter, more of a brownish color, okay? So we can do all sorts of things. One of the things I wanted to show you is my palette. Here's my palette. Now this is a very small palette. I normally use a larger palette, but one of the things that you notice is that here all the colors have come together in the bottom here, and they've kind of made kind of a brownish dark color here. See, right there. And we have to be careful sometimes with colors that if we overmix them, like this would be considered overmixed, we get kind of a muddy color. We call that mud. Mud is kind of on that brownish side. You notice when you look at my colors, I've got a little, you can see what colors were used, and that's interesting. Don't overmix a color, and that's an important concept. If I were to clean this palette off right now, okay, I'm going to clean it real quickly for you and show you what I'm talking about. You're going to see that I can mix a color very quickly without putting in a lot of effort, and that actually that helps me to get a more of a vibrant color. Okay, let's see. So here's my palette. Okay, I ran out of. Here's my palette. Okay, now I take my color. Let's say I wanted to do an orange, okay? I have a little bit of color still left here. So I would take my yellow, okay, put it in there, and then take some of my red, okay. And there's my orange. I would have my orange ready to go there, see? And you notice that I don't mix it completely. There's some red in there, there's some yellow in there, but we know it's orange. It kind of comes together. Don't overmix your colors, because you don't want to get that brownish mix, or you want the colors to look interesting. We'll talk more about that as we continue to mix colors. So what I'd like you to do is try some of these exercises, see if you can come up with analogous colors, see if you can come up with not overmixing the colors, and see what you come up with. All right? And this was our color exercises. God bless, and we'll move on now. It's going to become very interesting, because we're going to be able to do a lot of things with the color. Okay? Talk to you later. God bless.